It's not quite signing day just yet, but Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs picked up a commitment in the 2022 class today, and he's one of the fastest players in the entire country. I'm talking about four-star wide receiver C.J. Smith out of Orlando, Florida, was a former Gator commitment, decommitted from Florida last week. 2 days later, got an in-home visit from Cortez Hankton at Georgia. Shortly after that, decided he wanted to go on an official visit to Georgia. He did that this past weekend, and now he has committed to Georgia over Tennessee, giving Georgia 4 wide receiver commitments in the 22 class. And this guy is an absolute burner, one of the fastest players in the country. Like I mentioned earlier, he was a state champion in the 100 and 200 meter as a junior. Had a really nice junior season on the football field as well. Only played in about 5 games, I think. But you could tell he can take the top off a defense and get behind them with ease. Now, he's got a lot of work to do. A lot of kids are track stars that try to play football and it doesn't go really well. But I think Smith is a guy who can play football as well. We know he can run, but can he run routes? Can he catch the football? Can he make a tough grab in coverage? And it looks like he did that a lot as a junior. Missed a lot of time, actually, most of his senior season. So he's got to stay healthy, and I think a lot of track stars do get beat up a little bit more on the football field, but he does have some height and length to him. He's a little over 6 feet, maybe 6'1", about 175 pounds, 180 pounds. So he's not a short, small, crazy fast guy. He does have some size to him, and on film, it looks like he can be physical as well on the outside, which is something obviously that you have to be able to do. So he's a little bit of a project still. I think his speed could help him get on the field early, but he's going to have to do a lot more than just run straight by everyone to get on the field at Georgia. We've seen what Arian Smith has been able to do. They haven't targeted him a whole lot because he's not a complete wide receiver yet, and he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. But when he's out there and he's told, hey, go run as fast as you can down the field, we're going to chuck it to you, he does a really good job of doing that, and Chandler Smith does as well. And again, he's got some size to him, and he can break tackles, which is something that a lot of track stars can't really do. So he's a bona fide, legitimate track guy, trying to be a football guy, and I think with the right development, he could be that type of guy. So one of the top wide receivers in Florida. This is really a big miss for a Florida team who likes to be fast. We know Georgia is trying to bring in as much speed as possible on the outside, but they need killers. Alabama has killers. Jameson Williams, John Mechie, everyone they basically had for the past 5 years a wide receiver. Those guys can kill a defense every time they touch the ball. Georgia's had George Pickens. They had Malcolm Mitchell. They had A.J. Green. They haven't had a lot of killers who can really change the game at wide receiver in a while. I think CJ or Chandler Smith's speed could be able to do that. I think he has game-changing speed, and so does Arian Smith. But can he take a screen pass and zigzag past a few defenders for a long touchdown? Can he follow his blocks on different type of run plays, whether on gadget plays, end arounds, whatever? Is he a football player? I don't know if he is just yet. Still very, very early, and obviously he's missed time as a junior, missed most of his time last season, so he's not a guy that I expect to come out and play early. But against the UAB types, the Vanderbilts, when you're up by 40 in games next year, I think if he's healthy, yeah, he's a guy who I think could maybe see the field later in the games, just because that speed is something that you want to see, and they're going to want to get the ball in his hands for sure. But he's probably, or absolutely, the fastest receiver that they're bringing into this class, but they're bringing in size as well. All of the 4 receivers now committed are over 6 feet tall. They're kind of possession, bigger receivers, but this is the guy who's the burner. He can run by defense. He's got the game-changing type of speed. Just a 4-star prospect, still a lot of time to develop, and this is an overall really nice pick. And again, as soon as he decommitted from Florida, Georgia was in there. They showed interest. They went to see him, got him to take an official visit this weekend, and obviously that went very, very well, because ever since then we were told on Dog Post that he was leaning Georgia's way. And if you're on Dog Post, you kind of knew this was coming ever since Georgia, really offered and showed interest and got him, went in home with him. That's when you knew, hey, they really like him a lot. So big time player. Again, it's not even signing day yet. Georgia's picking up commitments left and right still. They got a commitment from 3-star offensive lineman Drew Bobo yesterday. Now, the day before signing day, they're picking up a commitment from 4-star CJ Smith, one of the fastest players in the country. And this is a really good start to the signing day process. I expect Georgia to have a monster day tomorrow as usual. This is what Kirby does. This is what his staff does. If you coach at Georgia, you know how to recruit. And this is closing time. This is the time when you have to separate yourselves from the rest of your rivals and everyone on the recruiting trail. Kirby always finds a way to get it done. He's in the mix with multiple 5-star prospects tomorrow, guys that we think are trending Georgia's way right now. So there's a lot going on, especially on Dog Post. I'm writing up updates left and right. I'll be working the phones big time for the next 24 plus hours, trying to give you all the scoop. But big time players going tomorrow: Kamari Wilson, Shamar James, Marvin Jones Jr., Travis Hunter. Lots of big guys still left out there that Georgia is after, and they've got some momentum now with 2 commitments right before signing day to really get things going. But today is about CJ Smith, 6'1", 180-pound burner that has committed to Georgia over Tennessee. Guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, stay tuned to the next video and everything else going on over on Dog Post as it relates to UGA recruiting. Big signing day tomorrow. Stay tuned to Dog Post. We're going to have more videos coming because we think more big-time commitments are on the way. So, again, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you watch the next ones that we have coming up as well. And I'll see you over on the website.